Hi, today I want to talk about how you align everything when you're shooting the longbow. Now the first thing to align is obviously the hands holding the bow. Many beginners make the mistake of thinking you shoot the longbow the same way you shoot an Olympic style recurve bow. So they take it with a full grip, they lock the arm out, which means immediately you sit to the problem where the string is going to slap the forearm. Now if you shoot a longbow, it's not acceptable to have your forearm slapped by the string. The reason for this is it's a very, very noisy thing. And the longbow is mostly, in my opinion, about hunting. So you want it as quiet as possible. So the first thing you want to do is grip it properly with your front hand. Now the proper grip is with this section of the thumb. The bow is going to lie over that thick fleshy part. Your hand's going to be at about a 45-degree angle to the bow. It's not going to be tucked in. This will naturally turn the elbow out. So when you look at the grip of the bow, I place my hand there and it's just touching that bit. You will also notice that I have a very, very light grip. I'm not gripping the bow. In fact, many archers don't even hold the bow because once you draw back, the bow can just press against the actual hand. Okay, that's the first thing. The second step is aligning your body correctly for this shot. Now the easiest way to figure out what's the perfect alignment for your body is to close your eyes, just take a little jump, where you land, extend your arms sideways and point at something. Now if you look at it, you're going to see whatever you're pointing at with your hand, that's your natural point position. Your feet will come in line with that. So your toes will line up. If you draw a straight line through your toes, they will now point at what you are pointing at. This is the natural position. Now, if I point correctly, what's going to happen when I draw back and I release is the worst thing that can happen to my arm is it can move a little bit like this. If my stance is too open, which is the most common mistake, and especially if I shoot a slightly heavy bow, you're going to find that on the release many archers tend to do this, which jerks the arrow off to the left, or they even drop the hand to see what's going on, which moves the arrow left and down. So if you are shooting and you're consistently hitting to the left, and you know that the spine of the arrow is proper for the bow you are shooting, chances are it's alignment. So I'm going to demonstrate. Okay, I will now be shooting from 15 meters, give or take. I'm probably a little bit closer than that. I line myself up, natural point position. You'll see I just moved my feet because I realized I wasn't pointing exactly where I want to shoot. Aiming at the yellow dot, everything else just line up, nice and relaxed. First shot, a little bit off target. At least my gripping's consistent. You'll find I must probably move this foot a little bit, which is what I'll then do, just a tad, and that was quite correct. I will show you what I mean. Going closer. My apologies for the sloppy camera work. You'll see the first two, where I said my foot was maybe a little bit off, they're about an inch off target, especially over there, the first one, I'm drawing it, pulling it, it's an inch off target. The second one, also an inch also to the right. The third one is perfectly in line. It's about half an inch, maybe less, low. So I'm fairly happy with that. But what happened, these two, my feet were slightly too closed. Therefore, I drew it to the right. I was pushing it. If my feet were slightly too open, it could have probably been to the left. By moving my foot a tiny little bit, I brought the line in. Very, very good archer once told me, for up and down with a longbow, you do have an excuse. But for left and right, there shouldn't be any good reason to miss.